you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. Well, all smiles over here. I am Will Sonja, just like asking a question. Will Sonja help me keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but you already know. If it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to go to next today is using Google Maps more than we use God. But before I get to what, running my mouth, let's go and do what? Shake up this manifestation jar, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? Let's see. And I pulled out 2 or 3, and the person is yes. Overflow, and we'll take that all day long. Yes, we will. The next one says what? New friends. We'll take that too. Yes, indeed. And last but not least is what? Unexpected blessings, and we'll take that too. Listen, using Google Maps more than we use God. You know how it is when you're about to go out of town, out of state, and you've never been there before. What do? You get your cell phone or you get your iPad and you put on Google Maps. You type in their address and you are listening. You are listening. Your ear is keen to what? Turn right at the light. Turn left at 1/4 mile. Make a U-turn. You're listening to what? That Google Maps instructions. Why? Because you don't want to get lost. Why? Because you want to make it to your destination on time and intact. So you have a listening ear to Google Maps. You turn Google Maps on. But what happens in your life when you need instructions? Do you turn God on that core? We don't. We decided we can do it by ourselves. We don't bit more conversate with God, have conversation with Him, and we'll spend time with talking to our friends and family members for hours. And they don't even know half the things that are going on with us, but we'll be on the phone with them for an hour, 2 hours. And God knows everything about you, and you can't even give Him 5 minutes of your time. You can't even give Him 10 minutes of your time. You can't even give Him 15, 20, 30 minutes or a whole hour of your time, but you'll sit on the phone or you'll go to somebody's house and you'll sit there and talk for hours. And they have no idea what's going on about you. And now you're over there at your home, crying, frustrated, angry, trying to figure out how it's going to work out. And you'll use Google Maps as soon as you're about to go somewhere you ain't never been before. It's the same way in your life. Where you are right now is where you've never been before. So why not get instructions to see which way to go, which way to turn, when to stop? Why not get instructions from God? If we would use God the way we use Google Maps, our life will be bliss 24/7. We'll get to where we're supposed to be. We'll make the right turns. We'll do what it is that God wants us to do. Why? Because we'll be following His instructions. Why? Because we're so eager not to get lost. But when we're not aligned and connected, we'll have up here that we can do it by ourselves. And we'll think that if we could just use our degrees, and we could just use our grandmama's advice, and we could just use somebody else's advice, that'll get us through. And it's not. It's not going to get you through. You got to use God the way you use Google Maps. You know where the end destination is. You know what the manifestation is. You know where you're trying to go. So why not get instructions from the one who has predestined that destination for you? He knows how to get you there safely. He knows the quickest route, and He knows the route that's going to teach you the best that you need to learn to understand and operate that manifestation. But we so busy with everyday life, talking on the phone, going out here, going out there, watching TV, watching the movies. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. As long as you're getting your alone time with God. But if you ain't getting your alone time with God, and you sitting in front of the TV for hours and hours at a time, if you ain't getting no alone time with God, and you going over her house and his house, and y'all just chit-chat, if you ain't getting no alone time with God, and you on the phone talking for hours, you're going to be lost. You are going to be so lost. You're going to be so lost. And you know what? Your pride going to make you not want to stop and ask for instructions. Which means what? You ain't going to want to tell nobody around you. You ain't going to want to tell your mama. You ain't going to want to tell your daddy. You ain't going to want to tell your best friend that you're having a problem, that you lost in this certain situation, that you lost in your marriage, that you lost at your job, that you lost what? You get what I'm saying? Your pride going to have you to not want to share that information. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth me being over here stuck in the house, about to lose my mind? Or is it worth me what? Just clicking on God, turning God on, and listening to His instructions. It's just that simple. just like you use Google Maps. And if you will listen to God the way you will listen to Google Maps, you will never be lost. You won't. You won't. And you'll really be free. You won't be masking a smile around your friends. The smile that they see will be your true smile. You can only hide your frown for so long. You can only hide your frustration for so long. Sooner or later, it's going to come out. It's going to come out sooner or later. So why not just get instructions? Find where you're supposed to be. God will tell you if you need to make a U-turn. He'll tell you if you need to go right. He'll tell you if you need to go left. He'll tell you when traffic is up ahead. You know Google Maps does that for you. I know you know. They'll say, oh, traffic is da-da-da-da. We have a quicker route. Take this route instead. God will do the same thing. But instead, we won't turn him on. We won't go to him. We won't spend time with him. And if we just did that simple thing, came to God at core, had him to lead, and he'll guide us right on through. He said, you know what, it's a roadblock up there. We're not going to take that route. God will see the roadblock coming. That roadblock may look like a best friend about to stab you in your back. That roadblock will look like your boss about to try to fire you, right? That roadblock will look like your husband cutting the food. That roadblock will look like your wife cutting the food. That roadblock will look like your children cutting the food. And God will say, nope, it's a roadblock ahead. We're going to take this route. And God will maneuver you, get you out of that way, so that you can make it to the destination where you're supposed to get to on time and happy. No traffic. You ain't then backed up. You get what I'm saying? So listen, let us use God the way we use Google. Spend more time with God. He knows exactly where you're headed according to his plan. According to his plan. So use him. He has the instructions. You just got to be willing to listen and put in the time. And you'll see. You'll make it to your destination. You will. Indeed, you will. I hope y'all got this, but if you didn't, you better rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.